Respected dear family members, one person from England requested me that I should give a message for the youth living abroad, having their citizenship in foreign country, but Indian blood. In short, Indian youth living in foreign country as the foreign citizens. So based on that, I thought today, in the beginning of Durgashtami, Mahanavami and Vijayadashmi day, I shall give a small message based on my thoughts on what the foreigners with Indian blood, foreign youth with Indian blood should do for India and Indian culture. My request to you all, my dear friends, you should remember that an American, wherever he lives, a German, wherever he goes, or a Japanese citizen or a Chinese citizen, whether they like their motherland or not, whether they like their country or not, they will never say anything against their country. They will have a minimum knowledge about their nation and about their culture. Anyone living in any country having a particular country's citizenship, they will never denigrate, they will never degrade, they will never belittle or make fun of their own country. Unfortunately, many of the Indians, even though they live in India or abroad, or with their experience abroad, they will compare the greatness of the country where they worked and that with the limitations of India. Let them talk good and best about the other countries where they worked. That is okay, we can understand. But inevitably they will degrade India. And I used to tell, any woman in any place can be worshipped, respected, honored, and even loved in the positive sense. But no woman in the world will come equal to our own mother. Our own mother whose blood is circulating in our body. Like that, many countries will be there with many facilities, comforts, rich, and with all luxurious facilities providing you. But no country in the world can come equal to our own motherland for us. A Japanese citizen living in America may be enjoying everything in America, but he will see that when his country, his motherland, is greater than America in all its his affection, honor, respect, and his feeling towards his motherland. Like that, to all foreigners having Indian blood, particularly to youth, my request to you, first and the foremost request to you, is that you should not degrade India. You should not denigrate India. You should not make fun of India. You should not belittle India, because India is the only country which survived for the last 10,000 years. When I say 10,000 years, it is not an exaggerated number. Based on the excavation carried out in different places of India, Kalibangan, Bhagwanpura, Mehergarh, Chinchudaro, Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Cambay, and so on, you can see that the oldest artifact of copper, brass and bronze excavated has got a Giger-Muller counter BC 8000 8275 value, BC 8275 plus AD 2000. You can see 10,000 years of heritage we have got, living heritage. That is the importance. All other civilizations and cultures got wiped out from the surface of the globe earth, whereas your motherland, your Mathrubhumi, your Punya Bhumi, your Karma Bhumi, your Jnana Bhumi, and that particular country survived in spite of nearly 950 years of foreign suppression, oppression and depression. Remember that. You should not denigrate that country. Secondly, I would like to request you that you should learn about India. And now I am talking to you on the eve of the 3 best days of Navaratri, Durgashtami, Mahanavami and Vijayadashami. Your blood is Indian blood. Your culture is Indian culture. Your forefathers are and were Indians. They were Hindus following Sanatana Dharma. Unfortunately, by hooks and crooks, or by the use of weapon, or by threatening you, you got converted into Islam or Christianity. Never think that one. Because of the beauty of Islam, because of the beauty of Christianity, you got converted into that. No. Maybe because of the negatives present in Hindu Dharma as untouchability and caste system, or maybe due to the money received to your forefathers, or maybe due to the threat of your life as Tipu Sultan, Hyder Ali and many Muslim invaders used their weapon to threaten you and kill you, murder you, if your forefathers were not converting to Islam. Not because of the beauty of Islam, Hindus got converted into Islam in India. Not at all because of the beauty of Christianity, Hindus got converted into Christianity. Merely due to the persuasion or offerings or the benefits or the threatening, they got converted into other religion. Hindu Dharma never said only my God is correct. Our culture never said only my pathway is correct. We never said only our books are correct. We never said that when only our forefathers are correct. We never said that only you should follow us, otherwise you will go to hell or you will go to purgatory. We never said that. We said every pathway will be leading to the ultimate truth of the best for the Adhyatmika Shanti, Adi Bhautika Shanti, Adi Devata Shanti. We always prayed that everyone should become happy, everyone should become healthy, everyone should enjoy the life, and nobody in the world, whether animals or human beings, should suffer. Nobody should suffer. And that prayer accordingly they practiced also. Your forefathers never were narrow-minded. They never had any superstition. They never followed any duracharas. They never followed anything non-scientific, non-rational and non-logical. They followed a rational, logical and scientific. That is why you can see that millions and millions of Americans, Canadians, English people and Europeans are now going deep into Indian cultural books and practices. Our knowledge, Indian knowledge, not modern knowledge I am talking to you, ancient Indian knowledge are getting accepted in the 21st century. Its acceptability is increasing in geometrical progression. You can see that. If our heritage was bad, non-rational, if our heritage was non-scientific and non-logical, remember that. No, the world, the universe, the cosmic power or the people will erase them off from their mind and from their practice. Why did they not erase it off? Only because they can survive even the tornado of the years. Kalatitam, we say, beyond the time and space. That's why it is surviving. You are the inheritors of that. Your Matrabhumi, motherland, has produced such a treasury of knowledge with full freedom of mind, never converged into a point but diverged into the 360-degree. That's why our mind worked with openness, transparency, and without any hidden agenda to achieve maximum number of Hindus in the world. We never converted people to Hindu Dharma. We, as I told you earlier, be open-minded, be transparent, be without hidden agenda, so that the world will become beautiful. Just like the forest has got many trees, many plants, many herbs, many shrubs, having different flowers, having different aroma, like that, let Vishwam Bhavatyega Needam, let the world become a cage for the birds having different colors and different sizes. That's what we said. Krinvando Vishwamadyam. Let us make this world the most glorious place to live. And we always prayed that the heaven is here in this world. Going to the God, sitting nearby Him, enjoying the heaven is not the life. Making this world heaven. That with that perception, attitude, with that vision, remember that our forefathers kept their open mind and they told to think. Shikshayai prashninam, upashikshayai upaprashninam. Go on asking questions. Go on asking questions. Whereas the Bible says, believe without questioning. We said, go on asking the questions. And we always said, Vishwadas Chakshuruda Vishwado Mugho Vishwado Bahuruda Vishwadas Pa Tam Bahubhyam Damadis Sampadatrayi Dhyava Prativi Janayandevayika. Keep your eyes open to see what is happening in the world. Keep your ears open to listen what is happening in the world. Keep your mind open to take the good from whatever is there. And finally you will come to know that everything is created by one divine power without partiality. And that divine power was unbiased, impartial. That divine power is the so-called God in Bible. We use the word God, but here we say Devata, nature. That natural power, it was not an IG of police, as I said yesterday. It was not an inspector general of police. It was not a judge. It was not an advocate. It is not a chief minister or prime minister. It is not a king too. But the balance, maintaining divine power existing in the nature. That God, divine power, we were not God fearing. We were God loving. We had a devotion towards the God. And that divinity protected us to think openly and with all transparency in our dealings. Like that, the Ayurveda came up, the Yoga came up, the Vedas came up, the Puranas came up, the Itihasas came up. And remember that, like that, the Vedic mathematics came up, the whole treasury of mathematical knowledge, right from Pythagoras theorem. Remember that. Dirghajadrasrasya ksharaya rajyuhu parshvamani tidyanmani cha yat prathak bhute kurutastat ubhayam karodi. That is the Pythagoras theorem discovered in India 450 years prior to Pythagoras. Grigory's theorem we discovered in India. Vargair yujamba Dvigunair niregair vargi kritair varjita yukma vargaihi vyasanja shadikinam vibajet balam swam we discovered the spherical shape of earth. Mrit jalasya jivayumayo bhugola sarvato vritta We discovered the diameter of earth, Nila Bhu Vyasaha. We discovered the rotation of earth, Prane Naidi Kalambuhu Brahmayati. We discovered the declination of earth, Bha Abakramo Grahamsha. We discovered the sine theta, cos theta and tan theta with the open mind and the transparent mind without God-fearing approach. Chabacha tattat baladopi tadvat chabahadadvyadi hadatrimurvya labdhani yugmani balanya dodas chabada yugmani chavistarartha vinyasya jopadyuparithyajeda tachesho bhuja kodiguna upaveda. This is the first theorem composed by Pudumana Somayaji of Kerala for 250 years prior to Sir Isaac Newton, Leibniz, Euler, Kelvin and Gregory. We have discovered in India, and your motherland is the ladle for that, is the cradle for that, for protecting the mathematical heritage of India, the astronomical heritage of India, our health science, Charaka Samhita, Sushruta Samhita, and Vakpadacharya's Ashtanga Hridaya, Ashtanga Sangraha, variety of Ayurveda book containing including Shalya Chikitsa surgery developed in India. Developed in India in 1932, I think, when the plastic surgeons first meeting was held, the line from Sushruta Samhita was read in France, Paris conference hall. So how the plastic surgery has been conducted 2500 years ago based on Sushruta Samhita has been reminded and remembered when the first plastic surgeons meeting was held. So remember that our knowledge, the greatest knowledge existed in India, is something beyond the level of your imagination. I would like to request you, wherever you are working, whatever may be your academic qualification, whatever may be your vision, whatever may be your religion, let you be a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu, I would like to say, atheist, believer, whatever may be your background. One thing I am very sure, no country in the world can be equated with India. Just like Mark Twain said, if you ask me, can you show a country where all the knowledge coexist? Mark Twain said, I will point out my finger towards one country on the surface of the globe earth, that is India. There, under the sky of that country, all the knowledge complemented each other, coexisted each other, cooperated each other. But for India, the world would have been the darkest planet in the universe. But for India, world would have been world would have been the darkest planet in the universe. My request, as Albert Einstein said, when we people were wandering in the forest, there was a group of people in the country of India where they could count, they could tell the science, technology and other thing to the world. So Albert Einstein appreciated this country. Our Puranas give you stories and messages. Our Itihasas give you experiences and messages. Our Vedas give you the messages. Our Upanishads give you the ultimate truth and relative truth, based on which the world is looking to your motherland. So wherever you are living, whether you are living in America, Germany, France, England or any other country, that country is your karma bhumi. Do your level best for your karma bhumi, but remember that there is a matrabhumi for you, and matrabhumi janani janma bhumischa surgada bigariyasi. Mother and motherland is far higher than the heaven itself. We never said you should become a Hindu. We never said Hinduism first, Hinduism second, Hinduism third. We never said India first, India second and India third. For all other religious people, their religion is first. But we looked to our motherland where great rishis, great scientists, great scholars, great thinkers were born. And to you I tell you that you should understand about India. You should not denigrate India. and whatever problems we have got now in India, these are all the part of the open thinking, the freedom of thoughts. My request to you, freedom of thoughts are utilized in India. Freedom of thoughts is misutilized in India. Still India is surviving, not because of the capacity of the people ruling this country. You know that one. Nearby countries Pakistan, nearby countries Burma or Lenga or Bangladesh, or you see the China. What is happening internally? Either military rule or complete emergency type of situation. No freedom at all. We 123 crore people, we are free to think, free to act, free to do good and bad. That freedom nowhere in the world you can expect, even if it is misutilized. My request to you, come to India, understand about India. Remember that anything happened in your country, in your karma bhumi where you are living now, they will be protecting only their people. You will be out. You know what is happening in Saudi Arabia. According to that, whole jobs are getting reserved for the Saudi Arabians. Our ministers from Kerala, the Muslim leaders from Kerala, had a discussion with the Saudi Arabian leaders, but they promised that everything will be done. But tens of thousands of people are coming back to India from Saudi Arabia, when Saudi Arabia restricted the job opportunity for their people only. Why did I say that now? To remind you that you should remember that whenever something is happening in your country, you will be out. You will be thrown out in spite of your being a citizen of that country. You will not survive there. That is what happened in Fiji. That is what is happening in Indonesia. That is what is happening in Sri Lanka. To some extent Mali island also it is happening. Wherever problems are there, first they will throw out the foreign people, even if they have the citizenship in that country. So your motherland, your Punya Bhumi, your Jnana Bhumi, and in future or now your karma bhumi is India. India will protect you. India will nurture you. India will take care of you. And that great country is the spiritual capital of the world. World over. I know particularly well, having my fortune to visit many countries outside India and many countries in American continent, Europe and other places. I know that India cannot be compared with any other country in the world. And our freedom, our open mind, our culture, our food, our Vedas, our Upanishads, our Itihasas, our arts, our dances, our music and our movies, I will say, all incomparably great. If they would not have been great, the European people, the developed country people would not have accepted it. They are accepting our music, they are accepting our Ayurveda, they are accepting our yoga, they are getting training on Vedic mathematics, they are accepting our culture, our spirituality, our books, and they are accepting many things from India, because the past knowledge, both science and technology and spirituality and social science, anthropology, psychology or anything, the past knowledge is existing only in India. No other culture, whether Mesopotamia, Babylonia, Greek or Rome, China, nowhere you can see the past knowledge. Only in this country we have got the past knowledge. That knowledge belongs to you and your forefathers. You are Hindus. You are Hindus. You are Hindus. Even if you are worshipping Jesus, you are Hindus. Even if you are worshipping Allah, being an Indian, you are Hindus. Because the definition of Hinduism, the definition of Hindustanam, the definition of Hindu Dharma is Himalayam Samarabhya Yavat Indussarovaram Tam Devadharmidam Desham Hindustanam Prachakshate. Right from Himalaya up to Indian Ocean, the land created by the God is known as Hindustanam Asindo Sindhu Paryandam Yasya Bharata Bhumikaha Matrabhuhu Pitrabhuhu Punyabhuhu Karmabhuhu Jnanabhuschaiva Savai Hinduriti Smrita. Right from Indus Valley, right from Sindhu Nadi, Sindhu River up to Indian Ocean, that land, if you are considering that land as your motherland, your holy land and your fatherland and your land of action, Karma Bhumi, and if you are considering this land as your Matra Bhumi, Punya Bhumi, Karma Bhumi, Jnana Bhumi, Yajna Bhumi, then you will be falling under the category of Hinduism. Hinduism is not a religion, it's a way of life. You are accepting that way of life. In India you can see many Christians, many Muslims. Outwardly they are Christians, outwardly they are Muslims, but inwardly 75% of the Indian culture they have accepted. Their churches and mosques are changing, their prayer systems are changing, their day-to-day food systems are changing, their involvement in cultural activities like Vidyarambam, Vishu, Onam celebration, Holi celebration, Vinayaka Chaturthi celebration, Ramanavami celebration, they are taking part in the cultural aspects. They are changing fast. So the Muslims and Christians know pretty well that their culture has got reservation, even if they are trumpeting by saying that is the greatest. But if you go deep into the system, you will know that in the name of God, millions and millions of gods are killed today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow, the coming days. Millions of gods, sheep are just butchered in the name of God. And you see, like that you can get many points which we erased of the superstitions. So my request to you, learn about Hindu Dharma and learn about Bharat, learn the past of India, present of India, future of India, and say proudly that even if you are getting 10 more Janmas, 10 more birth, let you be an Indian, born in the lap of the Mother India, the holy India, and that India will be blessing you. I am giving this message based on the request of few people from abroad, particularly from UK. So my request, I am just elevating my number. If you are getting 100 more Janmas, pray every day, morning and evening, that you should get those birth in the holy land of Bharat, Bhava, Raga, Talam. Let you understand India and try to teach others whatever you have learned. Let this Navaratri, Durgashtami, Mahanavami and Vijayadashami be the starting point to become Karma Diksha holders, working for India, working for Indians, working for Indian culture, spreading that, elevating it to the highest possible level. Take Karma Diksha by yourself. By yourself, don't follow any others. Karma Diksha by yourself for learning and teaching, through listening and making others listening, through watching and making others watching, through discussing and making others discussing, through thinking and making others thinking, and through practicing and making others practicing. Indian scientific, logical and rational culture. With these words, my pranams to you. Thank you very much.